Andrew Cherico here for the Sons of UCF. UCF men's basketball conference play is upon us. So you know what that means? Let's do a record prediction. So jumping right into it, I have UCF stealing the first game of the season with a win against Kansas State on the road. I mean, this is a game where a lot of people are underestimating the Knights. And I think that Kansas State might also be underestimating the Knights. And I think that UCF can go in there and pull out a sneaky win. But although UCF think that their momentum will be high going into the next few games, I do see that the Knights will take 4 straight losses against Kansas at home, BYU at home, Texas on the road, and Houston on the road. These are a tough 4-game stretch, and these are all very, very tough teams in the Big 12. This is what the Big 12 is about, and you have tough stretches, and this will be one of them. But I do think that UCF does bounce back from the 4-game losing skid to get a win against West Virginia at home. And this is the first win for a lot of people on UCF's schedule. I mean, this is a team, West Virginia team, that is not as competitive as other teams in the Big 12, and UCF definitely can pull this one out. And then I have a loss to Cincinnati on the road. I definitely see the games against Cincinnati being competitive, but I do not see UCF pulling them out. So we have a loss to Cincinnati on the road. But then this is my other big surprise of the season. We beat Baylor at home. I think this is our first big-time win against a team that I will believe will be ranked in being Baylor, in being our first huge win of the season, not including Kansas State. But I can definitely see Baylor being one of the bigger wins of the season. Moving on from the amazing win against Baylor, UCF has another 4-game losing streak. I mean, it seems like every time in my prediction they get a big-time win, 4 more losses come straight after it. And these losses are versus Oklahoma at home, Texas Tech on the road, BYU on the road, and Cincinnati at home. I just see this being another tough losing stretch, not because UCF cannot beat any of these teams, but it seems like these teams and the strength of schedule can just be tough for the Knights, and I do not see them getting wins. But as Trace Cherico may say, I'm getting very high off the hopium. I see UCF bouncing back from the 4-game losing streak and going on a 3-game winning streak, because this UCF Knights team is truly the predicament of unpredictable. I mean, I have them winning on the road against West Virginia. That means sweeping West Virginia. I have them winning against Texas Tech at home, and I have them beating Oklahoma State on the road, which are all weird wins. But looking at the strength of schedule, these 3 teams seem very beatable compared to the teams like Houston and Kansas. So this is definitely very unpredictable and a very strange prediction, but I can definitely see 3 wins in a row. And then I see 3 losses in a row to Iowa State at home, Houston at home, and TCU on the road. So that concludes the Knights' Big 12 record at 6-12, making them 15-15 overall on the season. 15-15 gives you a chance to make the NIT tournament, which I believe would be a huge success for the program. Hence, that this is the team's first year in the best conference in college basketball. And if you have a few close losses to teams like Cincinnati and you have competitive games throughout the season, I can definitely see this being a successful season, and 15-15 with a 6-12 record being it's not an ideal goal, but it's something that is definitely attainable. So, what is your guys' record prediction? Do you have any surprises? Let us know in the comment section below. And until next time, I am Andrew Cherico for the Sons of UCF.